Господине генерален секретар, спомнавте дека земјава е подготвена да биде член на НАТО семејството. Меѓутоа, според ваше мислење, во кој сектор треба да се направат поголеми напори? Дали се тоа безбедносни структури, војните, или е во делот на војното разузнавање, или во делот на владењето на правото?
So, first of all, we are very impressed by the progress North Macedonia already has made when it comes to implementing reforms, modernizing the society, fighting corruption, reforming your defense and security institutions, including the intelligence services. All of this is important to meet the NATO standards, to be a truly democratic society. It's good for North Macedonia in itself, but it's also, of course, a precondition for further Euro-Atlantic integration. So North Macedonia has made a lot of progress, but we of course expect North Macedonia to continue. I also know that the European Union expect continued reforms, and NATO allies are ready to continue to provide support to North Macedonia, as you are strengthening your security institutions, reforming the intelligence services, and continuing to fight corruption.
Се уште не е достигнат 2% она што е ниво од буџетот што треба да се одвојува за армијата. Меѓутоа, во кој сектор треба најмногу да се инвестира? Зашто оваа мала армија на Северна Македонија треба да се специализира како идна земја членка на НАТО?
I think it is important to understand that we live in a more unpredictable world. We live in a world where we see new threats and challenges. We see more assertive Russia. We see more terrorism. We see cyber attacks. So all NATO allies have decided that we now have to invest more in defense. And I have seen the quality of the soldiers coming from North Macedonia, because I've met them in Afghanistan, where you help us fight international terrorism, which is a constant threat against all of us. I also extremely grateful for the way you are helping us with our mission in Kosovo, helping to stabilize the wider region. We have a very good dialogue with North Macedonia on capabilities, and we welcome that you are also now that we have agreed to invest more, to increase defense spending, and also to do more when it comes to the land forces, the army, infantry, and I also seen your special operation forces, and all of these capabilities are something we would very much like you to continue to invest in.
Неодамна на Косово имаше некои случувања немири. Дали сметате дека таквата состојба на Косово може да влијае на регионот?
So we are, of course, concerned about the fact that the dialogue between Pristina and Belgrade is not functioning anymore, and we strongly support or encourage or call for a resumption of the dialogue between Pristina and Belgrade, because we need a political solution. At the same time, I think what we see in this region now is a very mixed picture. We see the challenges in Bosnia and Herzegovina, we see the lack of dialogue between Belgrade and Pristina, but we also see a lot of progress. Montenegro joined NATO a couple of years ago. Now North Macedonia is very close to become a full member as soon as the ratification process has been finished, completed in the different allied countries. And we see that the fact that you have now you're joining NATO has already benefited this country, North Macedonia. You are at the NATO table. Prime Minister Zoran Zaev will be together with all the other NATO leaders, President Trump, the British Prime Minister, the German Chancellor, all of us, when we meet in London in December. We have seen that again, that security is the foundation for prosperity, and foreign investments into this country has increased because of the fact that you now have agreed to join NATO, and that helps also to promote economic growth, jobs, prosperity in this country.
Мислите ли дека тоа може да се расшири на регионот?
We have seen before how dangerous conflicts in the Balkans can be, not only for the region but for the whole of Europe. And that's also the reason why NATO has helped to end wars in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in Kosovo, Serbia. We also helped to in North Macedonia back in 2001, 2002, or early, so almost 20 years ago, because then you had a very difficult and tense situation here. So NATO has been able and helped to end and to manage difficult conflicts and situations in Balkans many times before. But at the same time, I think we have to recognize and be extremely grateful for the progress. And the progress we have seen, not least in North Macedonia, is because you have had, or you have leaders which have shown courage and political vision. The Prespa agreement was difficult. It meant compromises both from the Greek side and from the North Macedonian side, but it has enabled, it has made possible the progress we have seen. The fact that all NATO allies now have signed the accession protocol, that you are moving towards full NATO membership, and it also helps you as you move towards EU membership. So I am so glad and I'm so impressed by the progress we see in this country, the leadership, the optimism, and we should build on that and move further together, North Macedonia and all the other NATO allies.
Ви благодарам за интервюто.
Yeah, thank you.